Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to a Golden Wake where things might just be about to get a little bit dramatic. We have hopefully smuggled a gun into the hotel and we're going to basically tell Fatty that we've had enough and maybe we're going to make a play to run the Mafia. I don't know, maybe it's just a way of getting out of the Mafia. Either way, Alfie is about to take a huge risk and make some big threats, I think, so it's going to be very intriguing to see where we go from here. Hi Butch. Alright, so all we've got is this moonshine, so he should let us in. You don't want to bother Butch, fine. He'll do his little pat down.
Hold on there, Alfie. Yeah. You know the rules, I gotta search you.
Go for it, I've
Fine, but make it quick.
Nothing on me that you need to take away.
Okay, you're clear. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, Butch. Hopefully we don't have to shoot Butch on the way out, though. I kind of like him. I don't want to have to sort of shoot my way out of here and take him down as well. He seems like a reasonably nice guy after everything. Cake. It looks like the cake's been delivered right on schedule. Right, can we just go and take the gun? You retrieve your special ingredient from the cake while nobody is looking. Alright, so, I mean...
Mr. Walsh?
Make it snappy, kid. I got a lot writing on black.
We're gonna make it
Never
snappy.
mind.
With a gun. It's now or never. You go over the threats you've rehearsed in your head once again, then reach in your pocket for your gun. Now, I wonder if there is another way of doing this, whether maybe we shouldn't have got the gun. I don't think there is, because I'm sure we would have come across another idea. No turning back. Just as you're about to put it out, however. Oh, no.
Boss, big trouble. The coppers are on their way. Someone tipped them off and they're coming to raid us.
Of
Wouldn't
course.
you just know it? Right during a winning streak.
So they're gonna catch us.
Okay, you know the drill. Flip the switches and clear everyone out. Party's over, folks. Everybody kindly scram.
Oh, boss, there's just one more thing.
Yeah?
Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa!
What the hell was that?
What?
He had it coming. Some of the guys up north felt he was getting too big for his britches. So I got the order to cut him down.
Oh my
So
god!
what happens to us now that Fatty's gone? Who's in charge, I mean?
Sorry to bust your bubble, but it ain't you. They'll send someone else from up north in the next couple of days. That's how this works.
So much for loyalty.
Don't give me that crap, Banks. You've been doing this long enough to know that it's all about knowing your place and doing what you're told.
So that story about the police coming was just a distraction?
Hopefully.
Oh, no, they're coming all right.
Oh.
They need to find the bodies so this makes the news. Now, enough standing around.
Jeez, okay,
Butch,
well.
wait.
Huh?
You're just gonna leave? What am I supposed to do?
Oh, yeah, about that. The coppers are gonna need someone to pin this on. I'm sorry to say, you drew the short straw, kid.
Butch.
No hard feelings, huh? Oh, I'm locking the elevator behind me, so don't bother trying to follow.
Oh
What?
no.
How could you just...
Well, that took a turn.
I better figure out another way out of here. And fast.
Alright, well, first of all, let's look at his body. Fatty is pretty dead. Guess it just goes to show that status means nothing in this business. Can we leave the body for the police? I didn't know if we could search. We've still got our gun. I mean, we could maybe go out and try and shoot Butch. Just make a run for it. We won't be able to exit this way. Butch has locked the elevator behind him. Alright, well, can we go in to the little secret room? Can't get out the window, I don't think. Okay, thankfully we don't have to do the puzzle again. Okay, well, there's the desk, the booze. The table houses a few bottles of quality alcohol. Leave it to someone like Fatty to show off his illegal acquisitions. Is there anything in the desk we can maybe take? We've not been able to look at it before. You rummage through Fatty's desk, but all you manage to find is a piece of paper with a very odd short story on it. I think it says escape. Gloria knew the time had come. It was now or never. Nobody could tell her what to do. Violet had tried to warn her. Once she had even intervened. David was sweet, but she didn't love him. Knowing this made her feel ill. Anyone else would have stayed. Running away was all she had. Understandably, she was quite upset. Marriage just wasn't for her. What? There's no point going out there. It's just a balcony. Okay. I mean, Violet tried to warn her. David was sweet. Is this like a code? Oh, maybe Gin, gin, VODKA vodka, RUM rum. Okay, so maybe it's something to do with this. First letter of each line. Cool. Examine Fatty's alcohol collection more closely. Okay, so decanter. The decanter is full of dark alcohol, most likely whiskey. Bottle of gin, it looks as though it's about 3/4 full. The bottle of rum hasn't even been opened yet, it must have been acquired recently. And then vodka. So, you remove the top of the decanter and take a whiff. Wow, that sure cleared out your sinuses. Okay, so there's obviously going to be something... Do we have to lift them up in a certain order? Suddenly you hear a rumbling sound from the other side of the room. Yep. Secret passage was opened up through which you escape. So you do. So it was the gin, the vodka, and the rum in the order that it was on the sheet. Well, well, well.
Banks, over here.
Where's Butch gone?
Easy there, fellas. Let this guy through. He's with me. Is what they're saying true? Fatty Walsh is dead?
I think
Yes.
I'd prefer to plead the fifth on that one, Miss Douglas.
It's not exactly a secret that you were working for him.
Maybe not, but I've realized it's time for another career change.
Well, I'm afraid you're out of luck if you were planning on going back to Coral Gables. Our friend, George Merrick, got ousted from the city commission last June.
Right.
Just as well, really. I was starting to get sick of writing all that bait and hook baloney. There's a new mayor, too. Dammers had some medical issue and went back up north.
Is that so?
In any case, the boom's over. It's all gone bust now. Fact is, the whole world is changing.
Yes, I'm beginning to get that impression.
So what's next for you? Aside from dodging the police, that is.
I'm not sure, but I'll try and figure something out. Good night, Miss Douglas, and thanks. I guess I owe you one.
Don't mention it. Good night, Mr. Banks, and good luck. Something tells me we're all going to be needing quite a lot of it very soon.
Alright, so I guess we're doing a runner then. Wall Street in panic as stocks crash. There we go. Marjorie wasn't kidding. I wondered if this would be in the game. Marjorie wasn't kidding. The world really has changed. As the country has sunk into a Great Depression, so have you. After the repeal of Prohibition, you mainly spend your time frequenting the newly opened bars. Wow. Things have changed. Chapter 4. Returning Alone. Fall 1935. Wow, time really has advanced.
Another round for you, Bill? Sure, why not? Ever since they started letting us drink again, I just can't say no. So, has the old sad sack been in tonight?
Not yet, but it's coming up on 9. He should be here any minute.
Is that us?
You know, he may be a real son of a bitch, but I can't help but feel sorry for him.
Well, I don't. Plenty of people are hurting these days. A whole bunch are way worse off than him. I'll take those poor folks in the Dust Bowl, for example. Anyway, just because he used to be a real estate big shot doesn't give him the excuse to be disagreeable.
Yes,
but hey, as long as he pays and keeps to himself, I have no quarrel with him.
Maybe I can get him going tonight and see if we can finally find out if he was really working for the mob.
Well, speak of the devil.
Here we are.
Good evening, Mr. Banks. What'll it be tonight?
Whiskey, rum, gin and tonic. Let's go for a rum.
Rum. And don't skimp on me
Oh my
like
God.
you usually do.
Jeez.
Yes, sir. Will this be on your tab?
It is every other night. Why should tonight be any different?
We have really...
Here you are, sir.
Say, you got a light, pal?
Have I got a light? This guy is in here fairly often. For some reason he's staring at you, which you don't particularly like. Okay, we've got our glasses here. The bartender, he does his job well enough. The wall of booze, you always feel a sense of wonder when looking at it. There's a sign that says telephone. Okay. A door. Oh, it's a booth, actually. Many is the night where you've seen some poor slob crying his eyes out to his wife or girlfriend in this thing. A painting. The painting shows a ship about to sail off the edge of the world. You can relate. The door probably serves as an emergency exit. You've never bothered to find out. Wow, things have gone badly for us. Matches? Matches. Box of matches lies on the bar. Quickly pocket the matches. Well, maybe we can give him his light. Yeah, that was a rough picture of us. We've certainly changed, haven't we? Got nothing to say to the bartender.
Say, you got a light, pal?
Yeah, we got a flask. It's your flask. You've had it for 4 years now, and lately it seems to be your best friend. Half empty packet of matches. Yeah, there's a light for
Thanks,
you.
buddy.
You're welcome.
Have I got horns coming out of my forehead or something?
No, sir.
Then why are you staring at me like I do?
You used to work in real estate, didn't you?
Acknowledge, deny, none of his business. I mean, let's just be straight up.
Yeah, so? What of it?
So, I'm curious about what it was like to be right in the middle of the land boom. But really, I'm more curious about what happened afterwards. Is it true you were working for Fatty Walsh?
Acknowledge, deny, none of his business. I mean... This guy could be a cop though, right? So I'm not gonna say yes to that one.
You really are a blue nose, aren't you? If I were you, I'd stop asking those sorts of questions before things get unpleasant.
Maybe a bit.
Oh, is that a threat?
I mean,
This is exciting. Are you threatening me?
Bill, knock it off.
I feel like we could take. I feel like I could take Bill.
No, I'm doing more than just threatening.
Oh no, we got beaten up. All right, well we're not.
Oh, my head.
We're not dead, so that's the main thing.
Well, I suppose I've woken up in worse spots than this before.
All right.
What's that over there on the wall?
What, that? A puddle? A puddle of filthy water has accumulated in the centre of the alley. There doesn't seem to be a good drainage system in place here. Right, we've got a door, presumably leads to the back of the bar. Trash cans. I don't smell. Smell emanating from the trash cans is enough to make you not want to get close. A box. An old cardboard box lies on the floor, waiting to be thrown out of the rest of the trash. Ah, the box is empty apart from an old red handkerchief. Reminds you of the old one. Of your old one, so you decide to take it with you. Okay. Anything else? No, it's empty. Trash bag. You'd rather not explore the contents of the bag. Alright. Old handkerchief's seen better days, at least it hasn't been used recently. Alright, fine. So, what's he saying about the... Is it this? Collection of leaflets and flyers are stuck to the wall. They seem to have been here for several years. So I'm guessing this is what he was referring to. You examine the flyers more closely. Okay. It's just a bunch of old posters for movies, music events and prohibition, although you can just make out a familiar blue one underneath one of them. You attempt to tear some of the posters off, but they've become plastered to the wall. There has to be some way of seeing what's underneath. Oh, okay. Can we... Oh, can we use something on it? Can we, like, wipe it up? There isn't much a dry handkerchief could solve. Oh, maybe the... Well, we've got the alcohol, but maybe the You cleverly attempt combining the handkerchief with the handkerchief, but thinking about it hurts your brain. Alright, can we use it on the puddle? You soak the handkerchief in the dirty puddle water. Lovely. Alright, and then use this on here. You decide to try wetting the posters with the soaked handkerchief. Yeah, maybe that will take the glue off or something. We can actually do it. Nice. That's sort of working, but not really, right? I wonder if we do need the alcohol. Oh wait, hang on. It is working. It is working. Okay. What the heck is that? Golden galleon.
Coral Gables.
Oh.
Golden galleon. The days when I was an upstart kid who was gonna make something of himself and restore the family name. Look where that got me.
Yeah.
Forget it. Life's too short to hold grudges. After all, if it hadn't been for Merrick, I'd probably be panhandling in Bryant Park right now. Might as well go see how the old bird is doing these days.
Oh.
Can't possibly be worse off than me.
So I think this is like, what, 6 years after,
This
is
place
it?
hasn't changed one bit. At least something from the old days is still around.
So, I mean, we are older, but we look significantly older, don't we, compared to how we were, which is kind of sad. The Merrick family home is made from coral rock. George's family bought this land when they first moved down here at the turn of the century and built this family homestead for themselves, where they've stayed ever since. I think we've looked at that before. Well, this is going to be interesting.
Alfie Banks? What on earth are you doing
That
here?
is a long story.
Mrs. Merrick, I know it's been a while, and I'm sorry.
10 years is much more than a while in my book, young man. In any case, I'm afraid you've picked a bad time to call.
Oh, yeah?
What's the matter?
It's George, that stubborn fool. He's gonna get himself killed.
Killed? How?
You mean you haven't heard?
No.
There's a hurricane coming. They're saying it might be as bad as the one in 26. It's set to pass through the Keys tomorrow afternoon.
So, why hasn't anyone prepared here?
Because it's not expected to come this far north.
Then there's something I'm not understanding. How exactly is George in danger?
We've been living down in Matacumbe Key for the past few years. George opened up a fishing club, and we've been running it together ever since he was ousted from the city commission. When he heard the hurricane was coming, he sent me up here and refused to budge. He said he wasn't going to let his dream die twice.
That's crazy. We have to get him out of there.
I'm afraid there isn't much that can be done. They've stopped all the trains going south.
There has to be a way. Don't worry, ladies. I'll get George back here safely. I owe him that much, at least.
Please be careful, Alfie.
And good luck.
Well, unexpected. We're going to go and try and help George. Okay, we're here at the train station, sort of where it all began, really, I guess, the Miami station. But I tell you what, guys, that is where we will leave it because we're out of time. So we will go about trying to save George. Maybe we'll be able to, like, go back into business with him at some point. That would certainly be a turn up for the books, wouldn't it? But, yeah, Alfie's life has completely fallen apart at this point. It just keeps on throwing twists in our direction, doesn't it? So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons, ALFIE'S Games, Wayne Nate, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, Lyle, Hobo, Numinous, Kumadim, Paulione, Flossie the Sheep, John Com 555, Chrissy, Paul James, and Zolties, and I'll see you next time.